Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video, and today, as you can see by the title, we are doing a last to first challenge at Silverstone against the 110% AI. So I hear that the 110% AI at Silverstone were a lot quicker than when I did this as Zandvoort, so we're going to give this a test and see. So starting the race then, again on the medium compound, the Ulsan strategy, and well, the AI, as per usual, do not like to accelerate on the first lap. So we dive it down the inside of Kvyat, already into D13, and then once again I'm going to dive around the inside of Vettel. Think about Leclerc, but he just turns in, as the AI love to do. But yeah, we kept our wing intact, that's the main thing, and went to P12, so yeah. The good thing about these challenges, and what actually makes it quite difficult, is the fact that normally Bottas and Albon or Verstappen pull away from the rest of the pack, and that makes it quite difficult, as we almost lose the rear end there. But yeah, you can get past most of the pack quite easily. But Bottas and Albon or Verstappen seem to pull away quite a lot. And if you look at the minimap, you can already kind of see they're in the lead and they're going to start pulling away. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see whether we can catch up to them at the end. But the rest of the pack should be fairly easy. But another thing with this track is the slipstream trains. As you can see right here, we're going to use a lot of ERS just to get past Leclerc. Obviously, we do have that faster engine in the Mercedes car. But yeah, it's going to be tough to get past everyone, or all these AI cars, because of the train. And they seem to use a lot of ERS when you're close. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what we can do from this position. As we now move on to lap 2, using a bit of ERS just to stay close to Norris, because the AI go quite slow through turn 3 and 4. So braking late into turn 3. And we're going to sneak up the inside of Norris into turn 4. He's going to barge us, we wheel bang, because the AI, as I said, like to turn in on you. But yeah, that's another position made, and we're already into P10 on lap 2, so this is good progress. And now we just have to keep moving forward from here. Skipping onto lap 3 then, it took quite a while, but we've caught up to Gasly. So whoever told me about this AI being strong at Silverstone, they were right. But now we've got to run on Gasly, we're going to use a lot of ERS once again. And we're going to go to the outside, we're going to outbrake him on the outside, and well, we're only side by side going into the corner, but we brake a little bit too late. We need to make sure not to go wide, and we almost lose the rear end. We're using even more ERS, and we're going to brake later into the penultimate corner, and we get that move done. So now, next up is Ocon with our Renault engine. One thing to note is the tyre wear isn't that bad around here, so we could go for an undercut onto the soft tyres. We'd have to do quite a few laps on the softs, but we should be able to make it work, and we'd be able to jump a lot of cars in this train. So yeah, think about a move on Ocon there, but we're never going to get up the inside. So now we're going to have to wait patiently. We're not going to go for it on this straight. We think about it, we use some ERS, but we see that he has too much straight line speed. Probably using ERS himself. So now we need to think about a move on the next straight. So on the same lap then, we're going to do a carbon copy of what we did to Gasly around the outside into Stowe. This time we don't use as much ERS, but we don't brake as late, and that's a simple move. And yeah, next up is Carlos Sainz. So good progress so far, and as you can see, there's a small train of cars led by Perez battling up front. And this could be interesting here, because the AI can make mistakes when they battle, and if you can see, they're about to go 3 wide into turn 1, and Stroll has crashed. We have to take a void in action, and we go off the track. We have to slow down, make sure not to get a penalty, and all the cars go back ahead of us, apart from Sainz. We're going to stay ahead of him, but yeah, interested to see the AI not being so robotic, and having a collision there, but unfortunately we can't properly capitalise because we had to take a void in action, but yeah, that was quite funny to see actually. But now we are in P7, lap 5, hour 13. We're making good progress so far, considering we're on the medium tyre. But if you look on the minimap, as I was talking about earlier, Verstappen and Bottas are gone. They are a good few seconds up the road, so we're going to have to find a way to get past all these cars, and we need to start catching up to the leaders. So skipping on to the end of lap 5, and then we actually decide to box on lap 5, start of lap 6. Because, as I said, the soft tyres can go quite a while, they can last very long. So we're going to get an undercut, use a lot of ERS, and hopefully when everyone else pits, we'll jump them and we'll come out just behind Verstappen and Bottas, and then we can push for the win. So, yeah, a long pit lane, quite painful to go through. But, yeah, let's see how this works out. So, skipping on to lap 8 then. Verstappen made his pit stop and he's 3.3 seconds ahead of us. And now it's time for Bottas to come in. So, we've jumped most of the pack, as we said. But there's still quite a bit of a gap to Verstappen. And as you can see, Bottas has come out even further ahead of Verstappen. So, yeah, 4 laps left. We got some work to do. Let's see if we can close this gap down and win the race. Well, once again, we've gone and got a time penalty. Esports driver confirmed. But yeah, we've made things a lot harder for ourselves. I was thinking at this point, do I just restart this challenge? Do I just do it again? I'm sure I could win if I did it again. But I thought, no, let's just keep going. Let's see what we can do. We're probably not going to win now, but we could still win on track. And this could still be quite interesting, so yeah. Latifi's going to go into the pits, and now we have a 2-second gap to Verstappen. So let's just keep pushing and seeing what we can do. So once again, and it's taken quite a while, but we are within DRS range of Verstappen. Lap 11 out of 13, so only 2 more laps to go. And as you see, Bottas is still up the road, so we need to make quick work of Max. We're not going to get him on this straight. We're a bit too far back, I think. But on the back straight, we should be able to do it. And then we'll have to chase after Bottas. And I think we may just be able to get him on the last lap. But as long as we have good pace and we push hard, so now we finally overtake Verstappen. And now we have a 2.2 second gap to Bottas. We are in the same car, so this is going to be the hardest person to catch. But let's go for it. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can take this win, at least on track anyway, because, well, it's a penalty, but we'll ignore that. Let's just pretend that penalty's not there. So, yeah, as you can see, we're pushing very hard. We've done some purple sectors, purple laps, but now this is the few laps that we need to be absolutely perfect if we want to have a chance of catching Bottas. So as you can see then, onto the final lap is a 1.4 second gap to Bottas. So if we want to catch, we need this final lap to be perfect, and we need to get into DRS by the time we reach the straight and hopefully go for the overtake into Stowe. So 1.2 seconds, so we're getting closer and closer, but it's going to be really tight. We need to gain about 3/10 in this middle sector, but I know from previous laps that we don't gain that much in the middle sector. We go purple in sector 1, so you can tell we're definitely pushing harder than we've pushed. The tyres are going to start to go off because remember, we are on old softs because we pit quite early. But yeah, we're using all our VRS. We're under 10%, which means our the power that we get is going to be a little bit reduced as well. And obviously with the same engine as Bottas, we're not going to make too much time up on the straight. So coming through Maggots and Beckett's now, as you can see, we're pushing so hard. We're doing everything we can, but I don't think it's going to be enough. We have not got DRS. We do a green in the middle sector. We're up on our personal best time, even on the dead tyres and no ERS. But it's not going to be enough. Coming into Stowe, we have about a 1.3 second gap. Bottas was just a little bit too hard to catch. As I said, if we did this again, if I just quickly restarted, we probably could have won this race. And with a penalty and everything, but I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to record this, show what I can do. And we failed the challenge for the second time. But yeah, it was still a fun challenge to do. I hope you all enjoyed it, and leave comments with tracks to do or cars to do, all them suggestions. I read all comments. But yeah, once again, thank you all for watching. I stream pretty much every day live on Twitch, so if you want to see me try and drive fast, then I'll leave the link down in the description. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.